So it's interesting, right? So as a marketer, you can design pages that are long form copy, right? So you have, and a lot of times people doing direct response marketing would do, this, it just goes on and on and on. The next thing, the next thing. It's almost like building the interest level and the suspense. Where is it going to come? But in a lot of B2B, to your point, somebody's going to your site because they want to know, do you have a mixer that has a 60-inch diameter? Yes or no? Do you have it? That's what I need to know before I even continue. I don't need to see a novella telling me a whole story about that, right? So that goes back, I think, to your point about really knowing your buyer. So what are some best practices? If somebody listening to this says, I know we got to redesign, I'm looking to hire somebody, what should they be asking that agency to be focused on to get more buyer centric? Like, what are the things people do to be buyer centric?
The first thing that I like to do is figure out where your traffic is coming from. So think about your other marketing campaigns, your other marketing practices. What are you doing to get people to your website? And then think about where they are in the buyer journey. So let me give a couple examples. The first one is, let's say your go-to-market strategy is you are doing a ton of SEO. And when people come to your website, they actually don't know who you are. They don't really know what you do and what you offer. So the strategy of your website is, hey, this buyer is brand new. What are we going to tell them about what we do, what we offer, and even like our value prop or our company narrative, right? Or our marketing narrative. What are we going to tell them, right? So that's scenario number one. Scenario number two is you've built relationships with your buyers already. Maybe you are creating content on a social media network. Maybe you have a podcast that you've been putting out, and you know that your buyers are coming to you through those channels and eventually landing on your website. And guess what? They already know what you do, right? So now your strategy changes a bit, where it's like you mentioned, hey, does it have, all right, they're looking for this specific piece of machinery or this tool, right? Now you tell them if you have it, right? You make it a little bit simpler. You have a book a call. You don't need to necessarily tell the company story or why you guys are in business or what sets you apart. A lot of times they already know those things. And yes, you should include them on your website, but maybe not right off the bat. So that's where it's like, you have to know where your buyers are coming from and then cater your website to that so that the experience is smooth and you're not reiterating yourself. You're making it very quick for them to get from point A to point B, which is eventually, hopefully, talking to sales.